Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to yet another video. So, it's Monday, that means it's Mopar Monday. We've got some really cool stuff to check out, but as you can obviously see, nothing is in its boxes. So, these are all cars that I got over the weekend at the farmer's market. So when I was in that little store in the farmer's market, the same place that I got all those dragsters from my previous video, there was a couple cases of just loose cars, and they were all Mopars. Everything was either a Barracuda or a Challenger. So I've got these three are Barracudas, these three are Challengers, these three are also Barracudas. All three of these are 71 Barracudas, and then Challenger, and another Cuda. And then this is a like mid-90s Dodge Ram 1500. It's a Johnny Lightning. This was donated to me from my dad. So another Dodge for Mopar Monday. So I don't have any boxes to look at or anything like that, so I guess we'll just get right into putting them up on the lift. So I guess we'll get these kind of more organized in a way that you can see all of them on screen. I want to start with these three convertible Barracudas. So I guess we'll put the orange one up on the lift first. I like the orange one a lot. So these three are all 1971 Plymouth Barracudas. You can tell by the grille. I have a very similar, if not just similar, but the same casting. This is from a few videos ago. This is the class of 1971. I think this is the classic gold. I forget which release it is, but it's a 2021 release. So I now have four 1971 convertible Plymouth Barracudas. So this guy was a Hemi Cuda. This one here is a 440. The 446 pack, there you go, 440 on the side. Nice little Cuda 440 emblem on the little shaker hood. We can get the hood popped open. It doesn't really stay open too well, but there's our shaker 440 in there. Very cool stuff. I really like this Hemi orange paint job. Really nice looking car. I'm really not too sure how old this is. I'm not sure what release it's from. And I did take the time to, you'll notice there's a little red paint mark. I just put a dot on each of these, bottom of these cars, so that I know which ones I don't have boxes for. But being that this casting is from 1999, it's originally a Playing Mantis casting. If you look at the bottom of this guy, this was made in 2021. It also says 1999 Playing Mantis, because that's when this base was originally cast. But then down there you can see 4/07/2021, and that is your printing for round 2, who owns Johnny Lightning now, no longer Playing Mantis. So I'd probably have to spend quite a bit of time doing research online to determine what year and series each of these Barracudas are from. But either way, really cool to have 4 of them now. So this guy is unmarked, but again, really cool wheels on this one. I like the color match steelies with the chrome center caps. That looks really cool. Nice little Cuda emblem on the back. Interestingly enough, the round 2 casting has a license plate, whereas none of the Playing Mantis cars have license plates. I mean, they're all Johnny Lightnings, so they're all the same car. It just seems that different ownerships, different manufacturers, or different parent companies, I guess they would be. So there's our blue one. Doesn't say anywhere on the car what motor's in it. You can get the hood open. Could be a 440, could be a 426, could be a 383, who knows. So we'll get the yellow one up there so you can get a good look at the yellow one as well. Another one doesn't really mention what motor's in there, but still a really cool looking car. I'm so excited I got 4 of these 1971 Cudas. Very cool cars. What kind of tires are those? BF Goodrich? Yeah. So again, on the bottom, this one has a chrome base. I think that's pretty neat. But yeah, 1999 Playing Mantis. I can at least tell you that they are pre-2013, because if they were not, that base looks a little oxidized on this one, so this one might be kind of old. They are pre-2013 because they are still owned by Playing Mantis, or made by Playing Mantis. So we'll get those moved over here. And this one, I guess we'll get this one back up in the case. Although I might put those four together somewhere. And next, we will get into these three Dodge Challengers. Now, these are all also Johnny Lightnings, as you can see. Johnny Lightning, I think these guys are even older. 1996 Playing Mantis, I think that says. But again, that is the casting date, not particularly when each of these cars were made, but when the original casting was first released. So these cars could be from anywhere between 1990, what did that say? Oh no, 1998. Anywhere between 1998 and 2012 or 2013. So, still very cool. All three of these are 1970 Dodge Challenger Trans Ams. Here's a nice, ooh, don't bump the camera. How do you say it? Moulin Rouge. It's like a pinkish, purplish, reddish, really cool color. I like it a lot. There's a little blemish in the paint there. But again, these were all loose cars from somebody else's collection. You know, I got these each for $1 each, believe it or not. So, not too bad. Here's your little Challenger Trans Am emblem on the spoiler. So we do have two different greens. These look an awful lot like the Auto World Challenger Trans Ams that were just recently released either this year or last, or I believe these were from last year. But pretty similar cars, really nice wheels on there. Again, I like those rally style Steelies. There's a nice good view of it. And there's your emblem on the side, 346 pack. So all three of these are 340 V8 cars, being that they are Challenger Trans Ams. So another nice set of three added to the collection. Now I will get into these three Cudas. I got three more Cudas. So these, I believe, are, if they're not listed on the bottom, okay, this one is a 1970 AAR Cuda. This is probably the worst condition one, and I say that only because there is some chipping on the fender there and down here on the little lip. I do have a newer release of this same car from Johnny Lightning. It's another AAR Cuda, 1970 AAR Cuda, again in Moulin Rouge. I hope I'm saying that right. But, and that was from quite a few videos ago, but very cool to have one in yellow now. I like the yellow a lot. Slightly different wheels. Again, another older casting. It says on the bottom here, if we can focus, come on, right here, 1999 Playing Mantis. So, again, this could be quite old, could be not that old, but no way to really tell. What do we got here? This is a, what is the black one? So it doesn't actually list a year, make, or model on the bottom of this one, but this one is a 2000 casting, 440 Cuda. Looks like it could probably be a 1970. The front end is relatively similar to the AAR Cuda. We'll say it's a 1970 for the sake of order. Yeah, this one is this does have plastic wheels on this casting, so, and it does look like a little bit of chipping going on there in the fender, but nothing too terrible. I was really excited to be able to find all of these Johnny Lightnings, and in really good condition too, especially for $1 each. They were quite a good deal. The cashier's like watching me go through each case and like picking them out one at a time. He's like laughing at me. I was like walking over to, as I was walking over to the register, I just had like handfuls of cars. He's like, "You got everything you need?" I was like, "I think so." So, very cool car. I do like this black and red a lot. The little hood pins on there look awesome. Again, your shaker hood, as you should have on a Barracuda, or Cuda, if you will. It says Cuda 440 on there if you can't quite make that out. Yeah, really sharp looking in black. And then we have, instead of black with red, we have a red with black. And this is a Hemi car, so this is a 426 Hemi, not a 440. And again, I think these, yes, these are plastic tires. Another one with the 2000 casting date. Sorry, cat hair on the lift. Another Hemi car though, 425 horsepower under the hood there. Let's see, can we get the hood of this guy open? Some of these, the hoods are a little iffy about opening and I don't want to push them. I have been playing with them quite a bit and seeing which ones want to open and not. But there's a nice little view of your 426 Hemi in there. Very cool. So, quite the addition of Challengers and Chargers here. Now, these last three were in the same cases as just, you know, standalone singles, but they are, so this orange one is a GreenLight from, it looks like 2009, or, sorry, 2011 maybe? Chrysler Group LLC. Yeah, so this may have been from 2011. But it is another, what did that say under there? 1970 Dodge Challenger RT. Now we can pop the hood of this guy open. And everything under there is orange because it's Hemi orange and it's a Hemi. So there's your 426 Hemi. Really cool. I was, you know, thrilled to find a GreenLight in the same cases as all these Johnny Lightnings. It was mostly Hot Wheels, but I was able to sort through and pick out pretty much all the good stuff. Really cool looking car too. I like the wheels on this one a lot. I do have quite a few GreenLight Challengers, but I don't know if I'm going to pull all those out. We'd be here all night looking at all those. Nice little RT stripe on the back there. Again, another really nice condition car. Not seeing any kind of blemishes on there or anything. Let's see, what does our license plate say there? DZX437, looks like an old Florida license plate. Really cool, big ugly chrome gas cap as always. And then your Hemi stripe on the hood there, looks really nice. So there's that one. We also scored, this is another GreenLight. I did not mark the bottom of this one, so I'll have to get my little red pen and mark this one as well. But this just says Plymouth Barracuda. I'm not too sure of the year, but it does have the front end of a 1970 Cuda. This one, I should say, not this other yellow one, this one is probably the roughest shape. There's a few chips up there on the grill. Nothing too horrendous, I should say. But, and then this stripe here on the back does have a couple chunks missing out of it, but you can see it is a 383 car. So that's pretty interesting. So we've seen 383s, we've seen 340s, we've seen 426s, we've seen 440s, at all the Mopar motors today. And that, oh my God, that is a Barrett-Jackson license plate. So I wonder, this is probably from an early Barrett-Jackson series. No kidding. Wow. Well, there's your, there's a little clue. So I will, I'll do a little bit of research and see if I can't figure out what series or what year this series was released and find out how old this guy is. Because on the bottom it does say Chrysler 2009, but then GreenLight 2006. So that's the casting date. I wonder if this is the licensing date is the same as when it was released, 2009. So even still, that'd be pretty cool. The 13-year-old GreenLight. Interestingly enough, and I will say this about these, they do seem to be a bit of like higher quality than newer GreenLights. The axles are straight, the tires are round. They do seem to be a little bit higher quality, which is interesting. And then lastly, we've got another Moulin Rouge car. This is an Auto World. So really excited to find also an Auto World amongst all those Johnny Lightnings. This is another Challenger Trans Am with the 340. So basically the same car as this guy, but a little bit different on the paint colors, just differences in manufacturers. But if you remember a few minutes ago in the video, I did show the other two, or one of the other two, Auto World Challenger Trans Am. So I now have 3 of those in 3 different colors, all really fun colors too. I'll get those tucked back away. So we get the hood popped open here, and there's your 340 sitting in there, a little crooked. Very crooked, actually. Is that supposed to be like that? Oh, it ain't moving. Alright, well, we'll close that so we don't have to look at that crooked engine. But, yeah, that's interesting. Auto World's usually right on the money with all their stuff. But, seems to be a little flaw with that one. Again, with the Challenger Trans Ams, you do have your little side exit exhaust. That is so cool. And then they do have that on the Johnny Lightnings as well, if you look at the base. They did not miss that detail on either brand. Very cool stuff. I imagine this is a 1970 Challenger Trans Am. Do have a license plate on this guy, yes. It does say 1970 TA for Trans Am, and then there's your spoiler badge that we also saw on the Johnny Lightnings as well. So very cool stuff there. Big ugly fuel cap as always. A couple nicks and scratches in this stripe up here on the front, but again, if that's the worst of it, you know, these were all in really great condition. So last one I'm going to show you for this video is this really cool Dodge Ram 1500 that has been in my father's collection. He actually just donated a bunch of stuff to me, so I'm going to go over that probably in a future video. I'll show you all the cool stuff he gave me. But this one I just decided to throw in because it's a Dodge, and it's also a Johnny Lightning. I remember when he got this when I was really little, and I always thought it was such a cool truck. Oh, that's interesting. They put the V8 badge in the middle of the door. That badge is supposed to be right up here, like it is on this side. And the Ram 1500 is out in the middle of the door. Wow. Interesting. That's not quite anatomically correct. Oh, this does have an opening hood, so we can get that opened up and see. This is a Ram 1500 from the mid to late 90s. So that should be in there, although we can't quite make it out too well. That should be either a 5.2 liter 318 V8 Magnum or a 5.9 liter 360 V8 Magnum. There's a little American flag decal my dad stuck on there. So, really cool little truck. I don't have any Dodge Rams in my collection, so definitely might, or I definitely will be throwing this one up with the rest of my Johnny Lightnings and stuff. Very cool. I wish it had a trailer hitch on it. Maybe I could hook something to the back of it. But I do have a Ram. That's somewhere else. So really cool stuff. What do you say we get some of these into the parking garage and we'll take one final look at all of our stuff from tonight. So we'll get this, get everybody moved in real quick. Alright, so we may have to do a couple passes here to get everything into the shot, but starting off, there's our Johnny Lightning 1970 Plymouth Cuda, AAR Cuda. Another 1970 Cuda, well, three 1970 Cudas from Johnny Lightning there, one being a Hemi, one being a 440, and one being an AAR. I think the AAR had a 340 in it. I could be wrong about that, don't quote me. And then down on the end here, we do have our convertible 383 Cuda. And then upstairs, we've got our three new 1971 convertible Cudas. These three are probably my favorite from today's video. I absolutely love these. And I love that I have four of them now. And then down here we have our now four more 1970 Dodge Challenger Trans Ams. So we'll get down here real quick and just do a quick switcheroo for our 1970 Challenger RT and our I want to say 97 or 98. Let me check the bottom real quick. Oh no, 1996. So there's the bottom of that. 1996 Dodge Ram 1500. So that is everybody from today's Mopar Monday. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, say hi down there, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video.